Welcome to Rock Buzz. It's that time of year again. The nominations for the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony has just been officially released. This year's nominees for induction in 2024 once again ignite discussions about the evolving definition of rock and roll. While the slate of nominees appears less controversial than in previous years, a closer inspection reveals a lingering question about the very definition of rock. First up, Jane's Addiction, a band that certainly deserves the accolades, emerged from the Los Angeles scene in the mid-'80s, blending punk, glam, metal, and art. Their rejection of conformity and creation of a unique sonic amalgamation paved the way for alternative artists such as Nirvana and Soundgarden. Despite their short and turbulent career, Jane's Addiction left a huge mark on the music landscape. Kool and the Gang, with over 50 years in the industry, represent the funk, soul, and R&B genres. Hailing from Jersey City, their infectious grooves and horn arrangements brought them chart-topping success. Their ability to seamlessly transition from disco to pop, as demonstrated in hits like Ladies' Night and Celebration, underscores their lasting impact on music, with their influence stretching across generations and genres. Lenny Kravitz, the rock god and guitar virtuoso, challenged genre boundaries by infusing elements of psychedelic rock, funk, R&B, and hard rock into his music. Kravitz's refusal to be confined to a single genre is exemplified in chart-topping tracks like Are You Gonna Go My Way and Fly Away. His record-breaking Grammy Awards for male rock vocal performance attest to his enduring impact on the rock genre. Mariah Carey, often hailed as the Songbird Supreme, represents a different facet of the musical spectrum. Her 5-octave vocal range and innovative songwriting have left an indelible mark on pop music. The 1990 debut album, featuring hits like Vision of Love and Someday, propelled her into superstardom. With 19 number one hits, Carey's impact on pop is second only to the Beatles. Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip-hop soul, has dominated R&B for over 2 decades. Breaking into the scene in 1989 as the youngest artist signed to Uptown Records, her hits like Real Love and You Remind Me pioneered the hip-hop soul genre. Oasis, the British rock band, reclaimed the spirit of rock and roll in the 90s with anthemic sounds and expertly crafted lyrics. Led by brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher, Oasis achieved worldwide success with hits like Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova. Their impact on the music industry, coupled with the ongoing excitement about a potential reunion, solidifies their place in the rock pantheon. Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness and key architect of heavy metal, first gained fame as the frontman of Black Sabbath, who were inducted in 2006. His distinctive voice, synonymous with the band's sound, has resonated across generations. Osbourne's solo career, marked by iconic tracks like Crazy Train and Mama I'm Coming Home, solidifies his status as a legendary figure in heavy metal. Certainly well-deserved nomination. Peter Frampton, known for his passionate songwriting and exceptional guitar skills, achieved iconic status with the groundbreaking live album Frampton Comes Alive. His ability to captivate audiences through electrifying performances and collaborations with rock royalty like George Harrison and David Bowie underscores his enduring influence. This nomination is long overdue. Sade, the band blending jazz, soul, and R&B, has maintained the same lineup since its formation in 1982. Led by the enigmatic Sade Adu, their debut album Diamond Life and subsequent hits like Smooth Operator and No Ordinary Love has garnered them a dedicated and diverse fan base. The late Sinead O'Connor, with her distinctive voice and unapologetic approach to socio-political issues, revolutionized popular music. Her debut album, The Lion and the Cobra and the Grammy Award-winning I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, showcased her multifaceted talent. O'Connor's fearless activism, notably highlighted by her protest on Saturday Night Live, solidified her status as an influential figure. Dave Matthews Band, blending rock, jazz, and folk influences. The Dave Matthews Band has been a staple of the jam band scene since the early 90s. Known for their improvisational live performances, they've amassed a dedicated fan base and achieved widespread acclaim. Certainly a worthy nomination. A Tribe Called Quest, pioneers of alternative hip-hop. A Tribe Called Quest revolutionized the genre with their innovative beats and socially conscious lyrics. With albums like The Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders, they left an indelible mark on the hip-hop landscape. Foreigner, a rock powerhouse. Foreigner dominated the charts in the late 70s and 80s with hits like I Wanna Know What Love Is and Cold as Ice. Known for their anthemic rock sound, they continue to be celebrated for their contribution to the classic rock era. Cher, a pop culture icon with a career spanning over 6 decades, Cher is known for her powerful voice, theatrical flair, and constant reinvention. From her Sonny and Cher days to solo hits like Believe, she has remained a symbol of resilience and creativity. And finally, Eric B. and Rakim. Groundbreaking in the world of hip-hop, Eric B. and Rakim are legendary for their intricate rhymes and smooth beats. Their influence can be heard in countless rap artists who followed, and albums like Paid in Full are hailed as classics in the hip-hop community. The inclusion of artists whose musical identities lean towards genres beyond the traditional boundaries of rock raises eyebrows, prompting a reevaluation of the Hall's commitment to representing the diverse and ever-evolving landscape of music. Simultaneously, the absence of certain acts, still excluded from the nomination roster, reignites discussions about the Hall's ability to adapt to the expanding horizons of the rock genre. Jan Wenner, the influential figure overseeing the Hall of Fame, has faced recent backlash for comments that some interpret as a lack of support for minority artists. Critics argue that Wenner's preferences align more with established, corporate rock acts like Bruce Springsteen, contributing to an underrepresentation of artists from more innovative and unconventional musical spheres. Recent controversies have further fueled the discontent with Wenner's leadership. For a small sample of very influential bands who have been snubbed by the Hall so far includes Motorhead, Devo, Joy Division, Iron Maiden, Sonic Youth, The Smiths, Soundgarden, Pixies, Alice in Chains, The White Stripes, Bad Company, Blue Oyster Cult, Brian Eno, The Guess Who, Jethro Tull, King Crimson, MC5, Motley Crue, New York Dolls, Pantera, Smashing Pumpkins, Stone Temple Pilots, and Thin Lizzy, just to name a few. These bands alone should be put in the Hall of Fame immediately. In the midst of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's perpetual evolution and scrutiny, this year's nominee lineup adds another chapter to the ongoing narrative. The debates surrounding genre boundaries, historical biases, and the very essence of rock persist, fostering a continuous dialogue about the Hall's role in shaping musical legacies. The top 5 artists selected by the public will comprise a fans' ballot that will be tallied along with the other ballots to determine the inductees. Inductees should be announced in May. Stay tuned for that announcement here. A link for all nominations will be found in the description. We want to hear your thoughts on this year's nominations, which will help us in further stories about this. Go ahead and hit subscribe to stay updated in the world of rock and hard rock. Until next time, thanks for watching Rock Buzz.